Hello and welcome back to the Pit Lane Collective Racing. We're at Three Sisters for their Summer Sprint Championship, round 1 and the second heat of this event. So this second heat is a reverse grid based on your qualifying result. Annoyingly, I qualified in the middle, so I've started both races in the middle. Anyway, the lights go green and we're off. We're trying to cover the inside line into this first corner, make sure no one chucks it up the inside, because everyone sort of clumps together and fights over the inside into this left-hander turn 2. I want to get as good an exit as possible, thinking about that run down the back straight, so we're just kind of holding position here. But up ahead you can see people tangle and suddenly, someone's going backwards. We get a whack. We've actually gained a couple of positions there, but we've lost all the momentum going onto this straight, and now we are just getting sent on by absolutely everybody. I want to make sure I've got a clean bit of track, that I'm not turning across into anyone, and then we just try and get our heads down and recover from that. It's super unfortunate for that guy who was turned around. I've been there, you know, first couple of corners of the first lap of a race, and already your race is gone. And that's why I do keep saying, you know, it's my mission in the opening laps now to stay out of trouble, because you can always sort of, you know, hold position a little bit and then fight once things settle down a little bit. We've got a yellow flag as we start our second lap. Someone shoots down the outside there, but I think they just had the overspeed. That's alright, they let us back past. No harm, no foul. The track goes green again as we're heading through the right-hander of Luna and onto the back straight. Now there's a clump of a couple of karts up ahead, and in the midst of that is the guy who actually got turned around. He's already gone a lap down and he's moving slow, so we need to just try and stay out of trouble there. He's actually taken someone off onto the left-hand side of the track. Luckily we chose to pass him on the right-hand side. We haven't had the best run through the fast right-hander though, and through the S's. I'm trying to cover the inside for the last corner, but I think actually it's just compromised my run through here, and anyway someone's somehow managed to get the cut back on us. 3 into 1 definitely doesn't go, and I chose to back out of that one. Luckily we were all good, but I've lost another place into turn 1. We're down to P10 now. It's all getting a little crazy, so I'm just trying to stay settled and keep my head down here. I'm running defensive because, again, I haven't got the best run into this right-hander through Luna. I get a little tap from behind there, actually, sent a bit wide, and another person goes through, so we're dropped down to P11. It is crazy how one little tap on the rear end of your car into one of those sort of exits onto a long straight, it can cost you so much time. But anyway, I'm keeping my head down. We're keeping an eye on the guys ahead. They're all quite tightly packed, so, you know, there's going to be plenty of little battles and accidents, and we can definitely take advantage of them. You can see that as I come onto this start-finish straight, I'm just checking over my shoulder to see if I need to defend into this first and second corner complex. Obviously there was someone quite close behind, because I did feel like I needed to defend that, and I ran a little bit tighter than I usually would. We're just trying to stay clean through this next left and right onto Luna, and then we're onto the back straight, and we are going to pick up a bit of slipstream from the guys ahead now. So look at that delta on my phone on the steering wheel there. You can see it just climbing and climbing and climbing as we've had a good run through this corner. We're running out wide into the first right-hander of the S's, just trying to get as quick a run through here as we possibly can. The 3 guys up ahead are getting a bit close, swapping, you know, sides of the track. It's all getting a little tight, and sure enough, kart number 7 sweeps 2 of those guys out of the way for us. Don't mind if I do. We're now up into P9 and we're right on his tail, but we just haven't got the overspeed to make a move. And again, you can see I'm just running defensive there, just to make sure no one behind me is thinking about chucking it up my inside and chucking me out wide. We're going to stay on kart 7 all the way through Luna. Someone has run wide there. Kart 7 goes through, but we haven't got the speed. I think one of the guys ahead is one of the lightweight classes, so I'm in the heavyweight class here, which is 85 kilos and over, and there's plenty of lightweight runners up ahead, and you can just see the exits they get out of some of the corners are insane. So maybe I need to eat a few less McDonald's and then I'll be a bit quicker, hey? But anyway, he's sent it back past 7 now, and there's more battling going on ahead. So as we go on to lap 6, I'm just trying to stay close here and see if there's an opportunity to take advantage. 7 runs wide through that second corner. We've got the run down the inside here. He's right next to us, but we've got the inside into the left-hander. He's backed out, and so we get a good run through Luna. We're up into P8 as we head onto the back straight once again. Now, having seen that kart ahead overtake kart number 7 and drive straight away from us, I've got a feeling that our race is probably going to be a little bit more of a defensive one now. I get a bit of a nudge as we go into the first corner of the S's, and that just puts me wide a little bit. I want to cover the inside into this final right-hander, but there's already a kart there. I try to get the switchback move on him, but in doing so I've left the outside line open, and there's already a kart there. This is so tight, such good battling. He sticks it all the way around the outside of turn 1, and he's got the inside for turn 2. Parks it beautifully on the apex, so I can't get the switchback on him. So we're just going to have to follow him through the next couple of corners and try and get a run on him onto the back straight. I'm just praying that these two guys ahead keep battling with each other. I feel like we're all very close pace-wise. I think we're all in the same weight class as well, the heavyweights. So yeah, there you go. Speak of the devil, they are side by side going into the S's, and kart 7 drops back. Let's follow them through and see if there's an opportunity here. Kart 7's going back down the inside again, so I'm going to go wide and see if I can get a cut back. I get a cut back, but not on kart 7, on kart 13. So we are all just swapping positions here. Now, I've got the overspeed into this, and this was such a fun move to do. Just a little dive bomb down the inside there. Squeeze kart 7 out. He does back out. We've got the line. We're back up into P8 as we go through the left and right into Luna. Now, I want to get a good exit here. You can see by my delta, actually, that like I am pretty much on par with my best lap so far. Even tucking my head down, trying to do the little human DRS here. We are catching the kart ahead, and that's pretty promising, because if I can get past him, and then I essentially can put a buffer in between me and the two guys who I've been fighting so far. I know we're all similar pace, so anything like that will be super helpful. We're quick through this final corner. Look at that delta dropping again, almost 2/10 up on our personal best. And we crossed the line for a 50.6, which is actually the fastest lap I've ever done around Three Sisters. So, when I was looking at the data later on after this session, I was very happy with that one. But no time to celebrate. Celebrating can come later. We have got a race to finish. We're already on lap 9 out of 10. This race has flown by. Now, I am being attacked already down this straight. You can't see just yet, but there you go. Someone's on my outside. I hold it on the inside, managed to follow through, but then someone's got a better run. That's a different kart. So these are the two guys that I was fighting again. Number 13, I think that is, has got past, and there's number 7 as well. So they've both just sort of followed each other through. They're both still battling. We make it 3 wide here. 13 has just got ahead of 7, and we have to back out there. We've dropped 2 places again, and that's what I mean. You can defend from 1 kart, you can't defend from 2, and if there's 2 people following you and you're all at a similar pace, it's very, very tricky here. Now, that was a mistake from me. I went wide to try and get a good run on the 2 guys up ahead, and I didn't realise that there was actually another car following behind us. So I tried to get the run on the 2 guys on the back straight, and actually just opened the door for this guy in number 4 to pounce through, and we're on the last lap, so there's not much I can do. We do get past that other kart here. We all just about squeeze past, and I'm going to send it up the inside of number 4. I know this is the last corner, but we just haven't got the run on him. He's got slightly better acceleration, and once again we cross the line within a kart length of the guy ahead. That was a cracking race. I am kicking myself a little bit there, because I have just dropped 3 places in the final sort of lap or so. But I'm not really sure. Do leave me some notes in the comments. I'm not really sure how best to defend things like that, especially when you're being attacked by 2 people who can then, sort of force you onto a defensive line, and then one can take the actual racing line, get a cut back on you, and the other one follows through. It does feel like you can't really win there. But who knows, I definitely need some more practice in my racecraft, and this race and the previous heat both have definitely given me more of that. Unfortunately, we only made up one position. You know, after all that, we started P11, we finished P10, but I'm happy to finish in the top 10 still. As far as this competition goes, if you finish in the top half of the field, you qualify for the A final, which is all the faster people, and I was made up to qualify for that, but unfortunately in the A final I had an absolute dog of a car. I dropped to last and then just could not do anything with it, unfortunately, so there's no footage from that is worth showing you unless you want to see me drive around the track by myself for a while. I do have a lot more videos coming though. I've entered a couple more different events at Three Sisters, and I've also got some indoor karting coming up soon. So if you want to see that, make sure you've hit the subscribe button, give this a like, thumbs up, share, whatever it is, do all the stuff, and I'll see you in the next video.